Thank you, Katie. I hope you're hearing me okay. If if yes, give me a thumbs up on the screen. Those of you, I lovely, beautiful, great, wonderful to be here. Really appreciate the invitation to be a part of this beautiful retreat here today, an online retreat, virtual network retreat, says the information. So, so what I would like to do in the little time allotted that we have together is to share uh, resources as well as give a guided meditation for us to resource ourselves in this challenging time. So that's basically what we'll be doing in this time together. And just a little bit about my background. I'm a both an artificial intelligence scientist, so I've studied the mind and both artificially and naturally, as well as I'm a meditation teacher. I'm a Buddhist teacher, and I teach in the Bay Area and around the world. And I love meditation. Never thought I would become a teacher of it, but it's been my own passion. So I'm really excited today to be sharing something that has been fundamentally transformative in my life, and to give you a little taste of it this morning in a guided meditation together as a community. So, to say that actually one important aspect of practice is both a sense of finding peace and centeredness inside us, within us, especially in this crazy, unusual time that we find ourselves in. And especially for nonprofits, this is a really challenging time, as much as difficult as it might be for people who are in for-profit section. As you all well know, it's even more challenging. So how can we resource ourselves? How can we find peace in the middle of the storm? Well, you all know that nature can provide beautiful resourcing, and there's a lot of research in how being in nature, or even seeing photographs of nature, as you can see in my background, can actually be resourcing, according to attention restoration theory, some research done on that. Another way we can resource ourselves is the nature inside. Not the nature outside, which is wonderful and lovely, but the nature inside. The nature inside, because this too is nature, this body, this mind. We think we have control over it, but not as much as we think. And usually the first thing we notice when we start to meditate, realize, whoa, this mind, it's a monkey mind. It goes all over the place. So by turning inside and finding a sense of peace and stability and nourishment that is available, that each of us have inside us, and to see the waves coming and going, to see the wind coming and going. There will be plenty of wind. There will be plenty of thoughts, plenty of emotions. We can't stop them, but what we learn through the process of meditation is to learn to feel the groundedness, as if the roots of a tree, the same way that the roots of a tree grounded in the ground and give it stability, and the trunk can be stable, and the winds come and go, the weather pattern comes and goes, and the same way we can actually use meditation for grounding, for a sense of grounding in our body. So you'll notice that in the guided meditation that I will present in a few moments, there will be a sense of grounding coming to our body, coming to our breath as a way of stabilizing ourselves. And in that way, when there is a sense of stability, when there's a sense of touching into that stability, then we can see the arising and the passing of all the thoughts, emotions that come and go without necessarily being caught in them. And at the beginning, as a beginner meditator, we will be caught in them. And what becomes important is not to judge ourselves, not to self flagellate that you're doing this wrong, that I'm a terrible meditator, I can't do this. Relax. Your mind has a nature to want, it's like a puppy, it's like a little beloved puppy that will go here and will go there. So every time the puppy runs away, if you kick it, it will not be a good outcome, right? Not for you, not for the puppy. But if you bring the puppy back, which is your mind, come back, sweetie, come back with ease, with love, with care, then the puppy actually gets trained. So treat the puppy of your mind with kindness, with love, with gentleness every time it runs away, every time you are inviting it to be grounded in the body, with the breath, and you will run away to a thought, to an anxiety, etc. Gently bring it back instead of hitting it. So I just want to make sure that point is very, very clear, because that's one fundamental thing most meditators get very late, and learning that early can really, really help. So let me repeat. Every time you notice throughout this meditation that your mind is wandering, simply notice the mind has wandered, and with as much care, love, gentleness as you can muster, bring back the attention without self-flagellation. Okay, if that makes sense, give me a thumbs up. Yes, if you got that. Okay, great. So beautiful. So, yes, and there is a meditation poll. Thank you, Eva. Would you launch it now, please? It would be nice to get a sense of how much meditation you have, how much background you have, just for me to get a sense of the guidance I will be giving today. And Eva, whenever you have, say, 80% responses, if you want to close the poll and share the results so that I can see the results online, that'd be lovely. Oh, at 60%. Okay, great. So we'll wait another moment. More people are responding. Okay, I think it's fine. Great, perfect. Let's, we reached 80%. So if you would share the, okay, great. I love these polls. Wonderful. So a Gaussian distribution, great. A normal distribution as usual. And a little, a fair amount of, okay, great, perfect. That's very helpful. So with that, I will do a meditation for about 15 minutes or so. And so I'd like to invite you to get into a comfortable position. And by the way, since this is a retreat, this really is the retreat part of the retreat, that you really get to go inside and take a break from everything. So, so I invite you to sit comfortably. If you need to move so that you find the place that your body's really landing in your sit bones. And I also invite you to close your eyes. Landing in your body. Landing in this moment, and taking this moment to be a moment of refuge. Your day, your life is so busy, so much information. In this moment, making a conscious decision to say, thank you, but not now. I'm going to go within to resource myself. Just take a moment for this dear being who is me. To care for this being that is me. In a moment of silent refuge. And I invite you to land in your body, to soften, to relax. Starting with your hands. Ah, softening, relaxing. Letting go of any tension in your hands. They do so much work. Appreciating them, softening. Moving up your hands, to your wrists, to your arms. Ah, softening, relaxing. Letting gravity pull down. Softening, relaxing your chest. Ah, letting your abdomen give up any tension it's holding. Visiting your neck and shoulders that often hold a lot of tension. Ah, imagining that the tension is like ice that's melting right now. Melting, melting, melting. Allowing your face, also the tension in your face to melt. Relaxing your jaw. Oh, we hold so much tension in the jaw. Maybe even letting your mouth fall open a little bit. Relaxing the forehead. Letting your eyes rest in their socket. With each out breath, sinking more deeply. Moving down again to your chest, abdomen. Allowing each breath as it moves through your body, especially each out breath, to help you land more deeply, to let go more and more into your chair, your cushion. And notice I'm not saying to consciously breathe, because the breath breathes itself. Just notice that it's happening. There's no doing to do here. Just be aware that breathing is happening. This in breath, this out breath. And feeling your sit bones connected to your chair. Contact points between your sit bones, the chair, or the cushion. Feeling grounded, feeling connected to the earth. The chair as a stand-in for the earth. Feeling like you can land, you can let go, offer up any tension in your body. Let it drop in to your sit bones. And then drop in further down, down through your legs, upper legs, lower legs, and feet. Into the ground as if you're being grounded. as if your electricity, all the tension was electricity that was being grounded, moving down through your sit bones, through the bottom of your feet, connected to the earth. Supported, rooted. Now letting your mind really highlight the sense of connection, grounding at the bottom of your feet to the earth. Imagining that you're so well connected to the earth, as if you have roots that you don't see. They go into the ground, into the earth, like the trees you love. This body too, like a tree, grounded, supported by the earth, stable. Sense of stability, groundedness through the feet, through the sit bones. Stable. And from this sense of stability, your body, the trunk of your body, as if the trunk of a tree, can sit upright with dignity. It's well supported and rooted and grounded. Feeling the stability of the body itself. And as the breath moves through the body, in breath and out breath, nourishing this body with oxygen. So feeling the body now, allowing yourself to connect with each and every breath, in breath and the out breath. Feeling the movement throughout the body, as if the breath, this process of in breath, the out breath, is massaging you from the inside. Massaging your belly, your abdomen, filling with nourishing air. Your chest, your face, your arms, your hands, your sit bones, your legs, your feet. Being nourished, being massaged, especially the areas that you usually don't feel or they feel deflated. Letting them come to life, letting them be filled with your breath, massaged, sensed, felt. The movement, the flow, the healing, soothing, calming flow of the breath. Letting your mind keep the body and the breath, the movement of the breath. Letting it be center stage, not forcefully, but with delight. And as thoughts arise, as they surely do, thoughts, emotions, memories, noticing what has arisen, as if you were a tree in a forest, stable, grounded, and the weather patterns come and go. Rain comes and goes, sun comes and goes, the birds come and go. They're all greeted. They're all greeted, even if it's a thunderstorm, even if it's dark clouds. They are seen, maybe ever so gently smiled at, but recognizing there is so much resilience, trusting there is resilience internally inside. You can watch, you can see the weather pattern come and go, the thoughts, acknowledging them, but not being taken away by them. Staying seated, staying rooted. In your body. In your seat of dignity. Allowing the breath, the movement of the breath to nourish you, calm you, settle you. And every time you notice your mind is resting on a thought or a memory, it's okay. You're not doing this practice wrong. Simply notice what weather pattern the awareness is aware of now and smile. And ever so gently, with care to yourself, without tightening up. Let go and return in this moment. To calm, to settle, to nourish your own heart. Just this in-breath, just this out-breath. And for the last minutes of this practice period, first see what is most nourishing for you. If the image of you as a well-rooted tree in the forest, stable, grounded, is most nourishing, let that be in the foreground. If feeling the rhythm of the breath massaging you, feeling the massage through all your limbs. Feel yourself being massaged lovingly, gently by your breath. And if there is a sense of spaciousness opening with all that's arising, feeling grounded as if the tree in a forest, sounds come and go. It's not a problem. Thoughts come and go. Weather patterns come and go. It's not a problem. Trusting that there's a sense of resilience and stability inside. And whenever you feel ready, taking a deep diaphragmatic breath, letting it go with the sound of a sigh, and opening your eyes and coming back to the community. And for this moment, since meditation is both a personal act as well as a community act, I do welcome you to turn on your video for a moment just to get a sense of the beauty of this community. Let yourself be seen and let yourself see others. This whole beautiful community that's here with you today. You've been in silence together now, meditating. It's so heartwarming. I'm loving seeing more of your faces coming online. It warms my heart. It warms my heart. And let your heart be warm too by the grace of each beautiful, well-rooted tree in this forest of humanity that is us right now in this moment. So it'd be lovely. Usually it's interactive, so it'd be lovely if you would share one word, how you're feeling right now. And you can type it in the chat, and I'd love to read it out loud. One thing that's coming up for you: well-rooted trees, lovely, relaxed, grounded, tree-like, beautiful, open, lovely, embodied, yes, grateful, flowing, centered, balanced, flowing, grounded, calm, relaxed, togetherness, calm, beautiful, rejuvenated. I'm getting chills, you guys, reading this. Beautiful, peaceful, graceful, slow, grateful, beautiful, lovely, serene. Such lovely seeds you're offering to your own community right now by sharing what's coming up for you, and everything is fine. If what's coming up for you is, I was distracted the whole time, I just only heard your voice 1 millisecond, that's fine too. 1 millisecond is infinitely more than 0 milliseconds. Mellows, another offering that came through. Beautiful. So I'd like to open it up to questions. We have a few minutes. So just to say, there's a little change. Instead of getting into groups now, I felt it was more supportive to keep it open right now for question and answer that can support the whole community. And at the end, I'll leave a couple of minutes to share resources for meditation with you. But for now, I'd like to ask you, you're welcome to ask, share what came up for you. If you had an observation, a reflection, it would be lovely to hear that if you wish. Or if you would like to ask a question, something that was challenging for you or difficult for you usually when you practice. Oh, please, the floor is yours. What is most supportive to you in this moment? And sometimes with meditation, typing might be more challenging. So if there is a chance to be unmuted, but maybe not, so please, if any questions are coming up, I'll wait another moment. How does one start? Very slowly, a meditation practice. There are lots of ways to go about it. And maybe that would be a way for me to offer some resources, and I'll come back to more questions as they come up. So nowadays, there are so many resources available online. There are meditation apps, there are talks. It's not like the old times where you had to travel far and find a meditation teacher and knock on the door many times. So many resources. So one resource I would like to offer is actually here are a bunch of resources. I'm going to put all of these in chat, and later I trust they will be sent to you. And then there's another question. There are different types of meditation. I understand. Can you talk about the main types? Of course. That's lovely. I will do that also. So let me put these in chat. So I just put a lot of resources in chat. So um, so one of the places that I'm affiliated with, the Inside Meditation Center in Redwood City, a lot of free resources offered there, and everything is offered by donation at the center. And so that's one place you can go. So let's see the order of the, let me explain each of the information that I have there. So there's so many talks on this website. There are lots of articles, but what's the easy way to start? So one easy offering, the next thing I have is happy hour, is something that I teach, and now it's on Zoom every night, and it's a little bit of interactive connection, and it's beautiful for beginners, lots of beginners, intermediate, and advanced people. We have all kinds of people who come, and it's practicing both groundedness and practices of the heart, which I'll talk about more in a moment. Then there is Audio Dharma, which is a beautiful free resource. There are thousands of free talks and guided meditations. Watch out, Calm, and these other apps that charge monthly, which are wonderful also. But audiodharma.org, the app from Apple Store or Google Store, and again, it's all freely offered. There's a tradition of generosity in Buddhism that teachings are freely offered, and if people are moved to support the teachings, they do. So if you're moved, you're welcome to support it. The next thing that I really want to highlight is there is a 6-week self-paced introduction to mindfulness meditation on Audio Dharma. And if you want to start, this is a beautiful, perfect way to start. They're audio week by week. They're home to take an online meditation course on our own pace. And again, all offered out of generosity. And I also have the calendar for IMC. There are a lot of Zoom teachings, also YouTube meditations that are offered. And lastly, I have my own website, And there are also talks and more guided audio and various things, calendar of teachings, that you're welcome. So, oh yes, I see Catherine's wonderful place in Redwood City. Yes, IMC Inside Meditation Center is a wonderful. Yes, Gil, yes, is a wonderful person too. And so I want to take the last couple of minutes remaining and answer the question that came up about different types of meditation. So meditation, first of all, the word is like sports. There are so many different types of sports to begin with. There's within Buddhist, there is the Zen tradition, there is the Tibetan tradition, there's the Theravada, which is mindfulness has come out of, which is a tradition that I primarily in. Then there's all the other Hindu traditions, and there's the transcendental meditation, TM. So lots of different types of meditation. But very, very briefly, just to orient you a little bit, is one type of meditation that we did is settling with one object, with body and the breath, to settle the mind, to calm the mind. And for example, transcendental meditation, when there's a word or or visual object in Tibetan, some of the Tibetan traditions, helps to support and calm the mind. Mindfulness then takes it another step further. After the mind has become settled and calm, then there is a certain phenomena come and go. The flow of phenomena come and go with with oh, I think my video, let's see, no longer visible. Oh, I see. I guess there is some problem here, but I'm going to wrap up here. And since it is time, so I'm not sure whether it's my video has been defocused, or maybe it's a matter of, oh, you can still hear me. Okay. So just to wrap that up, there's also lots of practices of the heart, like loving kindness, and practices that really, or compassion practices. So happy hour, for example, we do compassion practice, self-compassion practice, loving kindness practice, and mindfulness to see the flow of experience. So there's lots of different types. I hope this gave you a little bit of taste. I hope a little bit of resourcing for the rest of your day and for the beautiful work that you do. So thank you all for being here, for doing what you do in the world.